Hello, Cowboy Jim up here in Fort Mac, and thank you for watching. Um, on Friday, nope, Saturday, this past Saturday, I, uh, I needed to head south and go to my Costco favorite grocery store and stock up a little bit more um, for the next month, 6 weeks, and and I did. And I had a game plan when I drove south. I thought, uh, four, a little better than 4 hours. The way I drive, probably four and a half, to go from Fort Mac down to Edmonton. And I thought, when I get to Edmonton, I'm going to circumnavigate, fetch a compass. Otherwise known modern day language, I would drive Anthony Hinde right around the city. And I would drive slow enough that there may well be the odd person who would see uh, the Cowboy Jim that I have written on my tailgate of my wonderful old Dodge truck, and with the YouTube symbol. And I did, and I watched ahead safely, but I also watched behind. And I watched how the cars. I went the speed limit, and I watched how the cars, which were going to pass me, and would slow right down, make sure that they got the Cowboy Jim YouTube stuff intact. And as they would go by me, I would look out the side window and I would watch if there were a passenger. That passenger would be playing with kind of I don't know what they're called, um, looking up Cowboy Jim. And I thought, I wonder how many views my YouTube channel will jump to after a couple of days, after I went around the city. And so I've been checking, and I've had 12,032 views for about 5 days. And I thought, come on, children, uh, you've got to update this, eh? And I don't think they update the numbers at all uh, on the weekend. It strikes me that Monday, Tuesday after the weekend, that's when they kind of get around to taking a look at what you've been doing. And so I have 12,117 views. Perhaps I shouldn't spend quite so much time sitting out back. Anyways, um, did my stuff at Costco. Uh, the last time I was there, I bought an upright freezer, and I blessed near filled the thing, and a small freezer, but nonetheless, it it's jammed with all my meals for probably the next. I could probably go almost a month or 6 weeks without cooking, just reheating meals that I've already prepared and so on like that. So that's what I do. Um, Try to plan ahead and try to have a certain degree of optimism. Uh, Also, trying to fulfill my responsibility as a, well, I almost said senior citizen, but that's just too painful. Eh? Well, so let's use the term adult. And So, anyways, I did, and I had fun, and I've been cooking up a storm, and I cleaned my little tiny apartment at the ranch. We had 2,448 feet per floor. And so we had a 5,000 square foot house, basically, and a 3 car heated garage, huge, and that sort of stuff. And when I tallied all the square footage up that we heated, and we heated just a tiny bit more than 12,000 square foot of floor space at the ranch. And I look at this little apartment, and I do miss the ranch. I truly do. Um, my old brown boy horse, and I miss not being able to step out over the back fence on the property and up the big side hill, real big side hill, and knowing full well that though I was hunting with archery, that there were quite a few animals up there that weren't afraid of me at all. Not because I'm a poor shot, I'm actually pretty good, but a lot of animals look upon humans as being on their menu. And so I miss that sort of adrenaline pumping experience. Climbing on a horse, you're not sure what the horse is going to do, and the only way to know is ride the thing until it deems it's time for you to walk. Has happened to me a bit, and anyways, that's the way it is. So I I watched people as I drove around the city. I watched people as I was heading south, and then at the end of the day headed back north to Fort Mac, groceries in tow, and I studied the people, and I thought only God can promote my YouTube channel because the subject matter I've said is it's a hard pill to swallow, and it is. Unless you have a sensitivity to God, to the Creator, unless you are so confident in your mental acuity that you're open to consider a slightly different perspective. And I am not religious, but I have been to church now 7 times, I think, in 15 or 18 years. It's been a slice. And I, this is my second YouTube video today. The last one was a promise I wanted to make to you that I would leave the alarmist uh, to reflect on our future here on earth. And thus, myself, I watch Fox News. I listen to intelligent thought from a Christian perspective, and that's what Fox News is. I have never seen. Perhaps it's Sunday morning. They have a faith series. Fox News does news, and it delineates the optimism that you can have, that I do have, for our future. And our future is pretty bright, a lot brighter than people might think. And it is that there is a plan, it's God's plan. Well, you may remember I was explaining that God made Satan, and a third of the angels fell when he rebelled against God, because Satan wanted to be God. He wanted to usurp God's positional authority. But he was a created being. Yes, we are created beings, which it's kind of funny. I mean, we as created beings, humans, uh, determine what we think about God. That's a good thing. But it's so difficult for us to understand a creator who is so far above us, so far above our mental acuity, our mental ability to comprehend. And yet, that old word, narcissism, plays a role in so many people's lives. Because people don't want there to be a God. Because if there is a God, then they themselves aren't God. I don't know how people could get the idea that maybe they are God. But, anyways, that's okay. So, thank you. Uh, so I rumbled around Edmonton in my old Dodge truck. A gorgeous lady, how long ago? About a year ago. She asked me, Jim, would you sell that old truck? And I said, well, I couldn't do that. It's 22 or 3 years old, and it only runs when it wants to. And but that's okay, because I promised it to my grandson Cole Martin. He's a country music singer. He's on everything, all the social medias and everything. And Cole Martin, can that boy sing? Oh, staggering. And so let's wrap this up. Boy, time goes by, whether you're having that much fun or not. But thank you. Thank you for watching my stuff. God bless you. My prayer is that you have a bit of an open mind to consider the possibility that there is a creator, there is a God. We're not it. You take care now. Thank you so much. God bless.